My mic could die at any second, so if you lose contact with me, you know what happened. But I've got something really, really important to say. Just kidding, I grabbed a new mic, so we're good. And actually, I really love the topic for today's video because if you guys haven't seen me before, you've never been around here with this channel, just know that I post a vlog every single Saturday, some educational videos throughout the week. And every Saturday, I also aim to share something of value so that you can grow and go like never before. Like never before, maybe that rhymes a little bit better. Anyways, but what I want to say before my mic dies on me, because the thoughts are just fresh. It's like God has been speaking to me this morning. Also, again, it's also a tradition for me to have horrible hair at the beginning of every single video. So forgive me. But this is just when the thoughts are here. I'm going to share it now. Last video, I talked about positivity. And the week before that, I talked about gratitude. Now, since I'm on this kind of Christ-like attribute train, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about something I felt that leads off of that, which is hope. And now I was thinking today, I'm like, dang, I have hoped for a lot of things in my life. I imagined my life just 5 years ago. Imagine thinking, okay, what's my life going to look like when I'm 25? Well, I'll probably have a cool car. I'll have my dream car probably. I'll probably live in a nice place. I'll have my business running. My YouTube channel will be growing like never before. And I hadn't started a YouTube channel at the time, mind you. Now, 5 years later, I'm turning 25 in May. And honestly, I'm nowhere near any of those things. And I'm not really sure what my life's going to look like. I'm supposed to be having a baby in September, right? And I'm not saying all things are like, it's not like good things haven't happened. In fact, everything good that I couldn't have ever even thought about experiencing this soon are happening. And I'm married to a woman that is so beautiful and so loving. And we're actually best friends. And I feel that I've been blessed with a lot fairly young. And things have changed. The car that I did have, which was my dream car at the time, 5 years ago, I did have, and then I sold it. And now I have a beater truck. At least let's just try and see if, like a miracle could happen, right? Which is not working yet, still not working. But I love it, and it's my favorite car I've ever owned, and I don't want anything else. It's the weirdest thing. Weird thing how priorities shift. But the point is, we're told to have faith, to trust God. 100% true. We should trust God. But I don't necessarily think that faith and trust go hand in hand necessarily all the time. I think you can trust God without having faith. And I think that very word that would encapsulate that definition alone would be hope. And I think if you want faith, then you need to start with hope. And if you want hope, you need to start with a desire. And each thing leads in the next, creating something really beautiful and rather eloquent. I was taught not that long ago while serving a mission that if you just simply have a desire, you will be called to the work. It's just having a desire alone that creates change in your life. And you don't have to be ready. God never called apostles or prophets that were totally ready. I mean, yeah, we had Jesus Christ. And yeah, he had been preparing them for years, but they were not perfect canvases. But he called them because he needs people he can mold. To have a preconceived idea about something completely cuts you off from the ability to truly grow and progress like never before. And it's kind of hard to just change. It's kind of hard to just cut out the pride and start from scratch. So yeah, things haven't been the way I expected them to be. But is that so bad? God has always said that faith is things which are hoped for and not seen. Therefore dispute not because you see not, for you receive no witness until the trial of your faith. It's a pretty nice day. Come here. Come up, right here. Also, if you guys are enjoying this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. I post vlogs like this every single Saturday, so don't miss a single one. They're getting better and better. Now, just as a new habit I'm trying to create, let's go look at some comments. Someone said, "That's awesome, bro. I had my son a year and 3 months ago, and I just had my first daughter a few weeks ago. It is a good feeling. I never wanted kids, but I'm glad I decided to have them because it is worth it. I still have all the time to do my business and YouTube and a job, so don't listen to other people who say they take time away from you. Good luck, brother." Thank you, Colton Lemons. What a gangster. Someone else said, "This video was great. I love the editing. Keep it up. Congratulations. So happy for you." Thank you. Someone quoted me my boy Prestizi. In a world of cowardice men and masculine women, nobody truly progresses until they humble themselves and come back to God and do what He has called them to do. He said, hit me to my core. Fire emoji. Drink the freaking milk. Had to be there. Thank you. Thank you, Prestizi. One comment. And it's not telling me what it was. Looks like your comment must have offended somebody upstairs because I can clearly not view it. All right. But if it shows up eventually, I will make reference. Thanks for the comment. Sorry. Now, obviously, this is day 2 of this vlog. I always kind of split it up over a couple of days. But I'm going to go to work, go teach some art, and then go see some family. Going to go see the in-laws, which I'm very, very excited about, which will be fun. They're in town, so I don't get to see them a lot, so this will be a cool experience. Probably won't be filming that. Also, finished a new painting. Check it out. Look at this. It's sad because there's like a pearlescent effect on it. You can't really quite see on the camera. A little bit. See that shine? It's cool. Anyways, it was cool. But my wife is graduating right up there. Way back there. Like way back there across the street. And I gotta wait. You know, finding flowers is actually a lot faster than I thought it would be. So, you ever get that where you're like, this just screams like I know what I need to do. The mission is clear. Now the only problem is I allotted to take a lot more time to do this than I did, and now I gotta sit here in a parking lot 20 minutes. I gotta wait. So Natalie is officially graduated, and if there's anything I can truly say is I am super, super proud of her. She started, and I guess you could relate this exactly to the point of the video. She started not really knowing what to expect, what experiences she'd have, the people she'd meet along the way, and so much has happened since then, so many miracles. As a young couple, trying to find out how to live is scary, and we can't ever be sure of what can or will happen. Last year was probably the hardest year financially I've ever experienced my entire life. Tax season alone was miserable, but would I ever trade any of those hardships? No, because they absolutely sculpted and made us exactly who we needed to be at that time. I think the really big thing is I can't be sure what tomorrow's gonna bring. I can't even be sure what the next hour will bring. Any second you could get a call and you could receive some of the worst news you possibly could have ever expected. And that's really scary. I want you guys to understand that God has a plan for each and every single one of us. And we all know that. Although I know God has plans for me, I can never be sure what His plans are for me. I remember right before I left on my mission, which I talk about my mission all the time. But I remember right before my mission, I was sat down with my entire family. Some of them, or one of them, is not here anymore. You know, that was 7 years ago. That was my grandma. My grandpa had passed away, her husband, just a couple months before that. Didn't expect that. And I sat with all these people, not really sure if, while I was going to be gone those 2 years, if they were going to be there when I got home. I was going far away, and I wasn't really going to have the time to communicate with them. In fact, that's part of being a missionary. It's about making a sacrifice so that you can draw near to God and help others to come into Christ too. God has always taught us, put first the kingdom of heaven. And all of the things that you need in your life will be added upon you. Again, I can't be sure. I lack faith a lot. I lack all the faith in the world that I possibly could need. I am not a faithful person. But I'm hopeful, and I have a desire. And I want so badly for good things to happen. Or I want so badly for miracles to come forth at the hardest moments of my life. But sometimes not knowing what's going to happen is the beauty of it all. We have no idea how God is shaping us, or those around us, how we will impact others, or how that moment itself will change everything we do. I said trust and faith don't necessarily go hand in hand all the time. And I still stand by that. I think if anything, trust and hope do though. And But just to kind of go back to when I was talking about right before my mission, I sat with my family. I remember saying this: sometimes I don't feel ready, but I know the Lord will provide a way. And that always echoes back to me. And I remember still, sometimes I don't feel ready. Sometimes I think it's not going to work in time for our daughter to be born, but I know regardless, the Lord will provide a way. And how do I know that? Because there's never been a moment in my life where He has left me abandoned, even as much as I convinced myself so. I love you guys, and I really do hope that you are able to take some inspiration from this video and that you're able to grow and find a new path, because it's not easy navigating through everything, and sometimes really all we need is a little bit of hope. And that's when God really starts to work in our life. My name is Gerbo Bowman. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I post a vlog like this every single Saturday with an additional 3 educational videos. I've got some big news coming in this next video, so stay tuned, stick around, make sure you watch it, because I don't think you guys are expecting what is happening, and it's both really sad, but also exciting. Love you guys. Bye.